Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get $37 for free in cryptocurrency. But there's a couple of things you got to do. It's pretty simple, and realistically, and not here to mislead you, and this isn't financial advice. Okay, I'm showing you also really in this video what I did to do this and just sharing it with you if you should want to participate. Okay, realistically, it's going to cost you about $5 to play the game. Okay, and this isn't some kind of Ponzi scheme, pyramid thing, like we're not all buying tickets and whatever. What we're dealing with here is called a cryptocurrency airdrop. Basically, you get free coins. But why would you ever get free coins? It's a marketing tactic, basically. They market their coin by giving some out for free, creating interest, and so forth. That's actually how they launched their project. So basically, if you've ever heard of Badger and done any of these things, then you would have gotten the Badger token on the Ethereum network. Originally valued, quickly shot up to $1, a couple dollars, $3, and now it's trading over $12. But this video is not about the previous Badger airdrop. It's about the more recent Badger airdrop and just kind of how these provide unique opportunities to basically get free money in cryptocurrency, right? It's the same thing that happened with Uniswap in their airdrop. Well, it's not the same thing, but it's an airdrop where people got some coins that ended up being pretty freaking valuable short term as well as long term. So let's go ahead and run 10 seconds of tails, our resident Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, and then jump into today's video review on basically how to become eligible to get $37 for free in crypto or more. What we're dealing with here is some classic, I shouldn't say classic, that might sound bad, right? But decentralized finance DeFi stuff. And you may be stoked to hear that, right? Or maybe you're like,
oh, Vosk, you're late to Badger.
Well, you know what? I wasn't really planning on covering Badger. I saw it earlier, okay? Just to get that one out of the way. Okay, so first, the big thing here is that they have, this is what piqued my interest, and this is what sparks today's video, and it's that the Badger DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, basically just Badger and the community contributors, are distributing their Badger tokens to Gitcoin round 8 donors. We made that video all about how to turn your time into money by submitting like a Gitcoin grant and seeking community contributions. Yeah, okay. So we've talked about Gitcoin, and to participate with any of this stuff, to reference just yet another one of our videos, is going to be, you need to use MetaMask. There's a couple alternatives, but just use MetaMask. It's what everyone uses. It's the best. It makes the most sense, and it works, right? So it's a web-based Ethereum browser. And so this lets you get your coins in, as well as any ERC 20 token, Ethereum token, and participate with all this crazy stuff. Right? We talked about the grant program. I'm not going to go on and on again, but this is round 8, and they're going to do a round 9 and so forth. They're doing very well. Have $1 million just in like big companies contributing for them to give out additional money to grants. That's how you get this estimated match bonus. Selfless plug here. We've got 2 grants on there, one for making video guides on VoskCoin, and another one just to help fund general Ethereum education YouTube video reviews. The kicker here is that, say you wanted to get the Badger drop, you could come to our grant, you could click add to cart, and you could just fund $1. You can also increase the match bonus you get by increasing your trust bonus by doing all of these things that are possible in your Gitcoin profile. Okay, but the kicker here is that, again, shameless plug, right? You could take one of my grants or both of them, and you could just throw them in the cart, put $1 in each, right? Okay, and you have to pay a gas fee, so all in you'd be in like $5. Okay, $5, and that would make you eligible as a Gitcoin round 8 donor. And with this, we come down here, we see the minimum. Each donor will get a minimum of 3 Badger tokens. There's a total of 10,000 Badger tokens. After the minimum will be after the minimum is distributed, the rest of the coins will be proportionally distributed by the size of the donation. And you're like, well, what is this Badger coin? Whatever. Well, here's the deal, man. Okay, 3 Badger coins right now is worth $37.20. By the time you get this, it could be worth Again, it's crypto. You never know. Could be 30 bucks a token. Could end up being like $100 airdrop, or it could drop to like $1 a token or less, and it could be hardly, barely even cover the gas you spent. That's crypto. But with the traction that this thing's gaining and the momentum, it's likely to kind of keep going up before it fizzles out in classic DeFi fashion. As always, time will tell, but numerous tokens have achieved quite a supply. With only a total supply of 21 million tokens, it's not, a massive amount, which could lend itself to these appreciating in value easier as opposed to them having 21 billion tokens, for example. As always, this isn't financial advice. I'm not endorsing Badger. All this stuff is risky. Anything you put into their platform, there could be like a bug or an exploit or a hack or something, and it could all blow up, and you're at risk, to get involved. But that's the cool part about the whole airdrop aspect, is you can basically do something really entirely unrelated, collect these coins, and then just go ahead and dump them on Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, very easy to use, and cash in, get a little bit more Ethereum or dollars or whatever you want to do. I'm not saying you should dump them. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You do whatever you want to do. I'd like to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, Cryptoenter. They're building all kinds of stuff. Like, they have a token sale going on for their Lion token. Right now it's priced at 14-15 Lion per one Ethereum. They're building a blockchain-based social network for investors. They're setting up a platform where opinion leaders can create contents, build an audience, and just really connect with people, and you can even earn on creating your own content. A blockchain-based marketplace, real estate, cars, goods, supply, contracts, safety, API registries. And then they also have a place where you'll be able to create your own company profile and start a crowdfunding campaign. But that's just some of the things they do, because to be honest, it seems like they're building a whole lot of stuff, right? But as a user on their site, what's the interesting part, right? Well, to the users, they offer you instant payments, make money transfers to users from any country. You can use multiple currencies like fiat currencies, as well as over 1,200 cryptocurrencies. A unified crypto wallet, you'll be able to manage all your cryptocurrencies through one account on here. You can do cash payments. They have exchange of values, exchange trading from goods and raw materials, crypto trading, currency pairs, and they will be open 24 hours a day with 365 days a year, with global liquidity going into their platform. They also received an award from IBM for being the most promising solution for fintech blockchain infrastructure platform based on IBM Cloud. Smart Block Lab LLC, based out of Russia, 2020. If any of this seems interesting to you, check it out with the link in the video description below. So to round out the whole Badger token and price thing, up 94% in the last 7 days, 14% in the last 24 hours, and a whopping 5% in the last 1 hour. What happens if we refresh? It's down a little bit, and just like that, but I'm not really too worried. It's still up pretty significantly recently. So let's go ahead and just cover Badger a little bit, just as a general overview, right? So when I try to access the dashboard, it was previously working for me, but it's just like not working anymore. Then they have sets, right? So they have automated Bitcoin vaults for generating automated yield. So it's a classic DeFi yield farming, liquidity mining, program, right? And so this doesn't show up properly for me, and that's even with like my ad blocker down here. But anyway, so I put a little bit of Badger and WBTC, wrapped BTC, aka Bitcoin token on the Ethereum blockchain. Essentially, I put some of that into this this vault, and then you can also stake your Badger. And they have something called SuperSetts, which generate additional yield through auto compounding using the farm strategy. But they were hacked, and they have not fully recovered since then. Then you also just have basic staking, deposit wrap set tokens to earn a Badger. For example, I have my wrapped set tokens right here, and for that I have a 3.96 Uni V2 Badger, whatever. It's classic DeFi stuff, right? So for example, if you wanted to stake your Badger, you could come over here, deposit and stake. You're going to need to allow them to spend your Badger, then it's going to be pending, right? And while this takes place, let me just show you very briefly. We go over to Uniswap, best DEX, decentralized exchange in the business, right? And let's just say you wanted to get a couple Badger tokens. You put in Badger, and then, let's just say you wanted 10 tokens, and it would give you a correlating value. Click, and then, it prompts you to confirm a transaction here on MetaMask, and then you've gone and you made that trade. Okay, so one of the things here is, how do you always get access to these tokens without putting them in? I just use the CoinGecko list, and it keeps me basically in the loop with the latest trends in DeFi, right? You may have noticed MetaMask popped up right there. So it's a pretty hefty gas fee associated right now. Badger is actually driving a ton of use here on the Ethereum blockchain, which drives the gas fee up, and which partially speaks to their success, right? And with this, there's gonna be a couple more prompts you'll see as it kind of comes along. But the point being is that when it comes to something like this, you also need to make sure you have enough coins that make this even worth it to participate in, right? Because just with one coin that's valued at like $12 and I just paid a $14 gas fee, I'm gonna have a hard time even breaking even, right? And that's not the only fee that I've paid associated. But that's not the best example. This would be something like you come into this and you want to buy 100 Badger, right? So now it's prompting me to send my B Badger, which is associated with the whole staking here, and that's that's the whole thing. DeFi it's a hell of a drug, and we are once again asking for your financial support with yet another transaction.
2 hours later.
So now we click over the stake tab. I can click on my Badger wrapped BTC Uni LP liquidity provider token. You can see it there. I click over to the Badger and you can see that my Badger is here. It is staked and I'm getting credit for that. If you're wondering, what this looks like, the WBTC Badger pair here on Uniswap, you can see the total liquidity is up 13% on already $13 million. And this kind of stuff is just still really crazy if you look at it from just the actual dollar amount point of view. Doing a volume of over $2,007,000 in fee. They keep the Ethereum miners busy. That is for sure. When it comes to the whole Badger thing, there's some non-anonymous people affiliated with this. It's a whole community vibe, approach, and everything like that. So that's cool to see. But, as far as just kind of me, my opinion on all this stuff, when I look at this, I see this as a good opportunity to just grab some free coins and risk some money if you want to do so.
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants.
But I think this is a fun opportunity to say support some people on Gitcoin and their grants. And really, it doesn't have to be me. Support anyone you want, right? Or even make your own grant. And whatever. So I already talked about that in the other video. But the point being is that you can just participate with Gitcoin, right? And then get some free coins. And then go ahead and stake those if you want to. Or sell them. Maybe make a couple bucks. And depending on where this token goes as far as price point goes, if it goes to like 30, 40 bucks a coin, you could clear $100 into your pocket. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like a why not. And the other why not that comes to mind is why not subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Keep in mind, I've got all the relevant links for you in the video description to help you quickly get to all this stuff and participate if you should want to do so. Or join our awesome communities like our Discord server, our VoskCoin Talk forum, or just follow us on Twitter. As always, I appreciate you viewing. I'll see you on the next video.